In the next episode of Is This My Fault? Or Am I Not Being a Good Friend? So I told you guys, I was just like, I'm probably just going to make this a series because I get a lot of questions and I overthink sometimes. And so I really have a hard time deciphering, like, my genuine friends, they can get mad at me all they want. I really don't care because I have a hard time figuring out who is genuine and who is not. Like, who's there for me and who's not. Who do I want in my life and who do I really not want there? Like, I really think about these things on the daily. So, like I said in before videos, and I don't know if I put it out yet or not, so I'm just gonna say it again. If you're my friend, you're not really my friend until we've gone through some trials and tribulations. I just told a new friend this, just because this is gonna be my disclaimer for anybody that I meet that wants to be my friend. First off, I'm not gonna consider you a friend until we've had an argument, and this is why. Because if we can get through an argument and you can hear why I said what I said and I can hear why you said what you said and how you feel about it, then and we can get past it, that's a real friend. I feel like I've already told this to all my friends, everybody I consider a friend at least. Like, look, you're not really somebody's friend unless you've gone through it with them. You see how they act. Because this is what I look at it. If say you're my friend, right? And you got a problem with me. You can come and tell me whatever it is that you got with me, whatever you think in your feelings, not in your feelings, your thought process, and I'm going to sit there and listen. I may not like how you're coming across. I may not like what you're saying, and I may even disagree. But I'm going to listen to you because I'm not going to call you my friend if I'm not going to listen to you. So, that's just kind of my perception on like what an actual friend is. Of course, there's many other factors. Of course, I'm still learning. I mean, even at 32 years old, let's face it. Like, I did not have friends until my 30s. So if I make a mistake as a friend, I want to know, like, okay, I fucked up. Oh, well, can we move past it? Is it that detrimental where we can't move past it? All right, cool. But I'm still learning like how to be a good friend, just like I'm learning how to be good in business. I'm learning how to be a good mom. I'm learning how to be a good family member. I'm learning how to be a good girlfriend. Like, I don't think you ever stop learning. I don't think one ever fully knows these things. And each day, like, I really do genuinely take this thought process and think about everybody that I care about in my life on a daily basis and see, like, evaluate my relationship with them. I know it's probably too much work, but I do it because I've been with a Virgo almost 8 years, and they are overthinkers, and I think it's kind of been a trickle down effect on me. Um, but yeah, so back to this episode. So I have this guy that I thought was my friend, and like we weren't talking all the time, but like we would talk sometimes, and they would just ask me opinions. But maybe it was just another person just asking me opinions. But let me get into this. So I interviewed this person. This person is an actual porn star. Um, they won an award, all this kind of shit, right? So I'm just trying to put it into perspective, like where their clout should be versus mine, because I don't want clout chasing friends. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Because I've had friends, okay, I'll give you all an example. So, Crib Mac. Most people know who Crib Mac is, right? Crib Mac became my friend first. If I meet somebody as a friend first, then I'm not gonna try to get clout off of them, even if they have clout, and even if I like, damn, I should ask. But I don't have that in me to use my clout friends. So I'm never ever gonna use a friend for clout. Now, if they're telling me about a cool experience they had with somebody, and I'm like, hey, if the vibe went good, maybe you can introduce them, get them on my podcast. But I'm not just gonna be running up behind them every 5 seconds asking them to do me a fucking favor. So my point is, one sec, I gotta pause this. Actually, I'm gonna read this in a second. My point is, why was okay? Crib Mac. So he was my friend for months. And then he knew I had a podcast. He knew like what I did and everything. So one day he randomly asked me, "Hey, how's your podcast going?" And I said, "It's going good. I wish my numbers would go up. I wish I got a little more like followers and shit so I can get some money. I'm ready to get my channel monetized. Just talking as a friend." And I'm like, and another thing, I'm kind of waiting until I save up the money that's going to cost you to come on my podcast because I really want to have you, but I would never ask you to do anything for free. And he was like, "You ain't gotta pay me shit. I'm gonna come on your fucking podcast. We gonna get it lit, blah, blah, blah." So my point is, if you're my friend, like you're genuinely just gonna do that for me. So I'm not gonna come out and straight up ask you. I say all this to say, this person really irritated me. And I made a post and I feel bad because a couple of people that are my friends, they read it and I think they got offended, but I wasn't talking about them. But I'm not a name dropper. So if they thought it was them, they were just going to have to think it's them. I don't really want to not drop names, but I'm just like, I need to get this out. So, anyways, I'm sitting down and I call my friend. We'll call him Lonnie. So, I'm talking to my friend Lonnie. And mind you, Lonnie is like really, really popular. Or it should be in regards to what I thought was, but I could be wrong. Anyways, Lonnie first off asked me, "Do I have anybody that has extra tickets to Exotica?" And as a friend, I'm like, "Oh hell yeah, my friend Danica, she got a booth. Let me see. Like, if she hasn't given her tickets away, like, I'm sure if I tell her, she'll just give them to you." So I went to Danica and I was like, "Hey, look, maybe you could charge them at a discounted rate, or if you're just not doing it, maybe you could give them to free. My friend Lonnie is looking for some tickets." So she was like, "Yeah, cool. I don't really talk to Lonnie like that, but she did it for me because I'm a friend." So that was number one. So what I told her, I was like, "Look, you just gotta watch people when you're doing favors and see how they react because I need people to be appreciative if I'm doing them a favor. Like, you cannot fuck with me and not be appreciative when I'm doing you a motherfucking favor." So I was just like, make sure Lonnie tells you thankful. Thank you. Let me know how appreciative Lonnie seems because that's going to keep in mind, like, if Lonnie asks me for a favor in the future, am I going to help or am I not? I just keep a little mental on the back of my head. So then Lonnie hits me up. No, actually, I hit Lonnie up because I was downstairs at the bar with my friend Marilyn and we were drinking and shit. And so I called Lonnie and I'm just like, "Hey, what you doing?" And he was like, he's trying to find people to shoot with, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, "Oh, cool. My friend Marilyn, she looking for people too. Maybe you can come down here, have a drink or something. We could get to chopping it up. And, maybe y'all can shoot concerts together, maybe not. But either way, come fuck with me because I actually never met Lonnie in person before. So I was like really excited. And, um, Lonnie is like, "Okay, he'll come in a second, blah, 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 blah." By the time Lonnie comes, I was sitting there. Okay, me and Marilyn was there, and then Platinum Pussy walks in with her crew. And so we kind of go over there. And then I think Finn was finished up on the shoot, and I hadn't seen Finn at this point yet. So I was like really excited. So I was like, "Tell Finn, come down here too, blah, 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 whatever." So at this point, Lonnie's still not there yet. And I'm sitting down with everybody. And we just decide we're going to order some food, blah, 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 whatever. Get to talking. It was like a really, really fun moment. Here in walks Lonnie. And this is where it started to piss me off. So I went up to Lonnie, because I'm greeting, like, he looking around the bar. So I'm going over there. "Hey, what's up? What's good? Good to see you in person." Chop it up like I would do with any of my other friends. He tells me, "Oh, who are you sitting with over there? Go introduce me to your friends over there." I was going to invite Lonnie over there, but like it's like you beat me to the punch, and you introduced me to my friends, and I feel like you only said it that way because you saw Finn over there, and like something sparked in Lonnie's head to make him say that. I think he saw Finn was over there, I'm over there, and then he sees other people and he just like wants to meet him. And it's not that I wouldn't introduce him to begin with, but like don't come at me like a little clout thirsty. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that just it just I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me not the wrong way, but it just kind of rubbed me, if that makes sense. So then I invite Lonnie over there. I'm thinking this whole time Lonnie is going to pull up a fucking chair and order a fucking drink. Because that was our plans. Lonnie comes down here and he starts whispering in one of my friend's ears. And I'm thinking like, rude, rude, you being fucking rude. This is what's going on in my head. So I get a couple stares at the table, but everybody's like, I know there's peep what's happening, but they're not, everybody trying to keep it cool because I got some classy friends. They try to keep it cool. We're here for a business trip, here to network. Lonnie is whispering in my friend's ear for a awkwardly long amount of time. No, it wasn't like 10 minutes or nothing. It was a few minutes, but sitting at a table, you make the table quiet and you start whispering like that just kind of like rub me the wrong way because I'm thinking like, bitch, you supposed to be here having a drink with me. I mean, if he sees this video because look here. I wanted to tell him and not really express it on YouTube necessarily, but I tried to tell some of my other friends some things and they just took it the wrong way. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of telling my friends first, I'm going to tell YouTube first. Get y'all's opinions on what y'all think and how I should approach the situation because I just want to be a good friend and a good person and don't want to seem any kind of way. And yeah, so anyways, Lonnie didn't like the answer one of my friends was giving him. And I could tell it made him feel a little uncomfortable. But bitch, you shouldn't have went over there and that shouldn't have been the first thing you did. So, let me tell you, he was trying to get one of my friends to make content with him. One of my other friends. Some sort of way, right? And I feel like if Lonnie wanted content from my friend, what Lonnie should have done was pulled up a motherfucking chair, ordered a motherfucking drink, and sat there and chopped it up with everybody. Then, when the group gets up and leaves, you pull my other friend to the side. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? You ask them permission to get in their personal space before you start whispering in their motherfucking ear. So, I feel like Lonnie wouldn't have walked away awkwardly and he probably would have even got the answer he actually wanted had he would have just waited, peeped the scene, peeped the vibes, catch up with me because I'm supposed to be your friend, right? Right? You know? So, Lonnie didn't like the answer. It got a little awkward. Stayed there for a couple more minutes, still just standing up. He should have pulled his motherfucking ass up a chair, but still just standing up and said he had to go. My thing is, you don't come over there to meet me and you're not even like fully interact and engage with me, but you're doing it to my friends and then you get mad at my friend's response. No, because who knows? Maybe you could have told me to get my friend to do it and my friend probably would have listened to me over him just whispering in their ear. Or, you know, I would have been like, hey, if you're going to approach my friend, maybe you should do it like this so you get a better result. But he just did it his way. And I'm just like, bro. So my question to y'all is, should I tell Lonnie or should I just let this shit go? Which this is not even just that big of a deal. But it just kind of bothered me because I'm like, damn, Lonnie, you're supposed to be my friend, bro. Like, you can't just come over here trying to get like a little clout and attention and walk away and don't even like at least fake to be my friend, fake the funk, some shit. So what y'all think? What y'all think about that?